because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined in Dublin, Ireland with Caoimhin Agyarko. Caoimhin, it's finally here. This is something you've dreamed about for a time, right?
Yeah, finally here. It's an honour to be here in Belfast, or in Dublin. I wish it was Belfast. Back on home soil, yeah. Looking forward to Saturday night. Obviously, I've been out of the ring for 10 months. And yeah, I'm just buzzing to be back. Home soil. Comeback fight if you want to display it as that. But yeah, I'm buzzing.
Let's talk about those 10 months out of the ring. How tough was that for you in testing times? This early in your career, you were flying with Matchroom at a point. You were out quite regularly, and then you've got 10 months of inactivity.
Yeah, very mentally challenging. I'm somebody that loves to be in the gym, somebody that loves training. I live and eat and breathe boxing. It's been my whole life since I was 7 years old. So to be out of the ring for 10 months, the longest I've ever spent out of the ring. Do you know what I mean? Even when I got stabbed, I was only out for 4 or 5 months. So yeah, it was a very difficult period for me. I tried to do as much as I can instead of in terms of staying active and being in the gym using one hand and doing strength training and running and stuff. But I'm just buzzing that I'm back now.
What's the preparation been like in the gym? Obviously, your gym's flying at the moment. You've got JJ Metcalf here, Josh Taylor with a massive fight coming up, yourself with Joe McNally. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been unreal. Obviously, all the boys are bouncing off each other in the gym. Like I said, you got JJ, Josh, you got Liam and Eubank. So everyone's bouncing off each other, and it's the atmosphere is unreal, and it's just good to be back amongst that all. Do you know what I mean? I missed that while I was out. There was a lot of the boys were fighting in the gym, and I wasn't overtraining with them, obviously. So yeah, it's been great. Preparations have gone very well for this fight. I just feel like my old self, but a new and improved fighter that under Joe and Dak. Do you know what I mean? This is my first fight with them, so I feel lots different, and I can't wait to show that on Saturday night.
Is there an added pressure that you're here in Dublin, your family, your friends, all eyes are going to be on you, and this is your Irish kind of homecoming fight? Is that added pressure, or do you thrive in that environment?
No, I thrive in that. I've always said I'm an under the lights type fighter. I don't think of pressure. There's no one puts more pressure on myself than me. Do you know what I mean? So you can say pressure creates diamonds, or pressure's for tires, whatever way you want to put it. So there is no pressure. I don't focus on that. I just go out there, focus on my performances, and yeah, I thrive off being back home and my home fans. You know what I mean? This is amazing for me. This is an amazing feeling to be able to give my fans a big night watching me and on an undercard of the greatest woman of all time, one of the great athletes of all time, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? She's amazing, Katie, what she's done for Irish boxing, what she's done for women's boxing, and yeah, it's just going to be a special night.
In terms of your opponent, what weaknesses does he have, and what will you be doing to exploit those on Saturday night?
Listen, I've sparred Grant before. I know what to expect from him. I just feel like I'm better in every department. I'm faster, I'm stronger, technically better, I'm fitter, and I just don't see a way of him beating me unless he has that one punch KO, which his record doesn't suggest he does. So yeah, listen, anything can happen in boxing. So as much as I'm confident, I'm not taking anything for granted. I've prepared for the best Grant Dennis on the night, and you'll get the best Caoimhin Agyarko on the night, and the best Caoimhin Agyarko beats the best Grant Dennis.
Give us a prediction for your fight. How does it end?
I like to think we're inside the distance. I'm prepared for 10 rounds, but I don't want to go 10 rounds. I never want to go 10 rounds. I've went 10 my last two fights, so I want to start the KO train again and get the stoppage within the distance.
Katie against Chantel is the main event. How do you think that goes?
Listen, it's going to be a tough, grueling fight for both fighters. But I think Katie is the superior fighter. She's the better boxer, technically better. I just think she's seen every single style, and I don't think Chantel will deal with her hand speed. But then again, Chantel could be dangerous later on with her aggressive style and strength. So it's going to be an interesting fight, but I have Katie to win it.
We spoke to Eddie, and we were talking about boxing coming back to Belfast. Is that within the next 6 to 12 month plan for Caoimhin Agyarko? You want to come back to Belfast, headline shows in your home city?
Without doubt. This is the first step towards showing Eddie that once the fans get behind me Saturday night and I come out with a good victory, that it's time to go to Belfast. You know what I mean? It's it's been way too long since I fought back in Belfast. I mean, I fought there in my 4th pro fight, and now that I have an unreal fan base and being on shows like this, I've been on big shows and I can sell tickets, and people, the Belfast fans, Northern Ireland fans get behind me. The whole of Ireland gets behind me, to be fair, so they always show me love, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I'm sure the fans in Dublin will be happy to travel up to Belfast. So yeah, it's time to go back to Belfast within the next definitely 6 to 12 months.
Well, Caoimhin, thanks for your time. Andy's pushing me here and he wants to get you next, so I'm sure he'll speak to you after the fight. Appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. And tell your boss he owes me 50 quid.
Cúigeann Cassius, you owe Caoimhin Agyarko 50 quid. Tell us about that bet before we go.
He owes me 50 quid. He betted me off his own accord that City wouldn't catch Arsenal, and they have, and they're going to win the league. So it was your bet. Pay up or pay for Andy. Add it to Andy going to New York.
There it is. There you have it. Thanks a million, Caoimhin. Appreciate it. Call.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,